the drama has reached a whole new level. Phaedra Parks has officially left Married to Medicine, and she did not leave quietly. She is calling the cast mean girls and is not holding anything back. But why did she really leave? Was she pushed out? Was this planned from the start? And what will happen to the show now? There is a lot to talk about. The behind-the-scenes drama is messy, the cast has reacted, and Phaedra herself has spoken. So, sit back because we are about to break it all down. Get your popcorn because this is going to be very good. Phaedra Parks, the queen of shady comebacks and strong courtroom words, has now left Married to Medicine. And she is not leaving quietly. She had many things to say, and if anyone thought she would just walk away without speaking, they were very wrong. For months, people have been talking about problems between Phaedra and the other ladies. But now, it looks like things have reached the breaking point. She did not stay silent and directly called the cast mean girls. And that is not all. Some people say there was much more happening behind the scenes that made Phaedra leave. But was this really only about the cast? Or is there something bigger going on? Today, we are going to talk about everything, what really made Phaedra walk away, how the cast is reacting, and what this means for the future of Married to Medicine. And believe me, you will not want to miss a single detail. Let us go back and break everything down because this is much more than just reality TV drama. Phaedra Parks, the former Real Housewives of Atlanta star, joined Married to Medicine to bring something new. And that is exactly what she did. From the moment she arrived, she came with her sharp words and southern charm, making it clear that she was here to stay. But behind the scenes, things were very different. People close to the show have been talking for a while, saying that Phaedra Parks struggled to connect with the rest of the cast on Married to Medicine. Some of the ladies, who have been on the show for years, felt that she just did not fit in with their dynamic. Married to Medicine has always been about real friendships, real medical careers, and the deep personal bonds that come with that. It's a show where the cast members are not only doctors but also people who are living their lives with these close relationships, and their jobs are a huge part of their identity. Phaedra, though, is a lawyer and businesswoman. She does not come from the medical world, which, right from the start, set her apart from the rest of the group. This difference, some say, created tension from the beginning. It made her stand out in a way that didn't always work in her favor, especially in a show where the focus is on the medical careers and personal struggles of women in the medical field. This disconnection led to some of the cast members questioning if Phaedra really belonged on the show. So the question remains, from the very beginning, did the cast push Phaedra out, or did she simply not fit in with their established bonds and expectations? Here is where things get messy. Reports say that Phaedra felt completely left out by the group. It was not just that she did not fit in, it seems like they purposely tried to freeze her out. Some of the ladies were not happy that she joined the show, and it looks like they did not make an effort to welcome her. Insiders say that at times, Phaedra was left out of certain conversations, not invited to important group events, and even cut from some. As if you have been following this season, you might have noticed that Phaedra's screen time has been very uneven. Sometimes she is in the spotlight, and other times it feels like she is hardly there. And let us not forget the shade. While no one directly said that Phaedra does not belong, it was clear from the way they spoke. Some of the ladies reportedly felt that she was only there for the drama and did not really have a strong connection to the show. Here's where things get interesting. Was Phaedra set up to fail? Some fans think that bringing Phaedra onto Married to Medicine was always going to end badly. Let us think about it. She had already caused a lot of drama when she left RHOA after the big fallout with Kandi Burruss. People were not sure if she could make a successful move to another reality show, and her addition to Married to Medicine raised a lot of questions. Then there is the issue of power on the show. If you look at the past, many of these ladies have been on the show for a long time. For years, the ladies have built strong friendships and formed a close group. Phaedra, on the other hand, came in as an outsider. Unlike RHOA, where alliances change every season, Married to Medicine is more like a closed circle, and joining that group is not easy. It is also important to remember that reality TV producers love a good villain, and let us be honest, Phaedra knows how to play that role when needed. Some fans think she was brought in to stir up drama, but once things got too real, she was left to deal with it on her own. Just wait until you hear what some of her castmates had to say after she made her announcement. Let us just say the shade did not stop there. Stay with us because we are about to go over the reactions, and trust me, you do not want to miss this. As you already know, when someone leaves a reality show, the real drama does not end. It just moves to social media and interviews. And in Phaedra's case, the cast did not waste any time throwing shade. First up is Dr. Heavenly Kimes. If you have watched the show, you will know exactly what I mean. If you have watched Married to Medicine for any amount of time, you know Dr. Heavenly always speaks her mind, uncensored, unfiltered, and straight to the point. When rumors started about Phaedra quitting, Heavenly quickly went live on her YouTube channel, and she had a lot to say. She did not directly say that Phaedra was fired, but it was clear that not everyone was sad to see her go. In her usual shady but honest way, Heavenly hinted that Phaedra was not really bringing anything to the show and that Married to Medicine could do without her. Married to Medicine is all about real friendships, real marriages, and real careers in medicine. In other words, Phaedra did not quite fit in, and some people were waiting for this moment to come. Let us now talk about Dr. Contessa Metcalf. Even though she is no longer on the show, she still liked and commented on several posts about Phaedra leaving. One post she interacted with was a tweet that said Phaedra did not have a real storyline and was just trying to bring OHOA drama to Married to Medicine. The tweet mentioned that the show needed real women with real lives, not people acting like they were playing a role. If that is not shade, I do not know what is. Now, let us get into the real tea because something about Phaedra's exit seems too perfect. According to inside sources, Phaedra knew weeks before that she would not be coming back for the next season. Allegedly, the producers had already decided that her presence did not fit with the show's long-term plans. But instead of saying that she was let go, Phaedra decided to take control of the story and say that she was leaving on her own terms. This is classic reputation management. We have seen this happen many times in reality TV. Instead of letting the network say they were not renewing her contract, Phaedra took control of the situation and made it look like she was the one choosing to leave. Honestly, that was a smart move. But here is where things get even more interesting. What is next for Phaedra? You know she is not going to fade into the background. Say what you want about her, but she knows how to stay in the spotlight. There are already rumors going around that she might return to RHOA. Some fans believe that Phaedra might not return to Married to Medicine, but she could appear on the next season of Real Housewives' Ultimate Girls Trip. Others are even saying she still has unfinished business with Real Housewives of Atlanta. But the biggest rumor? Phaedra might be getting ready for her own show. Yes, you heard that right. Sources close to her have suggested that she is working on a reality show that will focus on her legal career, her work in funeral services, and, of course, her personal life. With her signature shady commentary, would you watch? One thing is for sure, this is not the last time we will hear from Phaedra Parks. After all the drama that just happened, you can bet she will use this moment to her advantage. But here's the real question. Was Phaedra treated unfairly by the cast, or was she just never meant to be on the show in the first place? Do you think she should make a comeback somewhere else? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because honey, this discussion is just getting started. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications because we have even more tea coming your way. Now, you'll know Phaedra Parks is not the type to leave quietly. If you thought she would just pack up and leave Married to Medicine without saying anything, think again. After the news of her exit hit the blogs, Phaedra did not waste any time jumping onto Instagram. And let me tell you, her post was full of shade, class, and a little bit of mess all at the same time. She shared a glamorous photo of herself, looking absolutely stunning. Phaedra shared a picture of herself dressed in designer clothes from head to toe, with the caption, "Sometimes you have to remove yourself from the table when respect is no longer being served." Woo, the message was clear. She did not feel respected and decided to walk away on her own terms. But wait, it gets even more interesting. The cast fired back. If you thought the ladies were just going to let Phaedra have the last word, you clearly do not know this group of women. Right after her post, some of the cast members had something to say. First up, Dr. Simone. Dr. Simone Whitmore is usually the one to stay away from drama, preferring to keep her distance and avoid getting involved in the mess. However, when a fan commented on her Instagram asking if the Married to Medicine cast really bullied Phaedra, she could not help but respond. True to her style, Dr. Simone kept her reply short and shady, saying, "Grown women do not get bullied, they just do not fit in." Oop, that was definitely a comment aimed at Phaedra. It seemed like a subtle yet pointed remark about how she didn't mesh with the rest of the group. Dr. Simone's response made it clear that, in her eyes, bullying was not the issue. Rather, Phaedra simply didn't align with the dynamics of the show. Next up is Dr. Heavenly. And as we all know, she does not hold back when it comes to speaking her mind. During one of her YouTube live sessions, she laid it all out. Dr. Heavenly openly expressed that while she did like Phaedra, she felt that Phaedra wasn't really sharing much of her life with the audience. As Dr. Heavenly put it, "Look, I liked Phaedra, but she was not really showing her life." For Married to Medicine to work, the cast members need to open up about their real lives, and Dr. Heavenly felt that Phaedra wasn't delivering on that front. It was clear that the expectations for the show were high, and Phaedra's reluctance to show more of her personal side may have caused some tension. Married to Medicine is all about real lives, not pretending. If you are not showing your real life, your real struggles, and your real relationships, then why are you even here? The ladies are clearly saying that Phaedra did not fit in. So, the big question now is, did Phaedra play the victim, or was she pushed out? Let's break it down. There are two sides to the story. From Phaedra's side, she says she left because the women were mean, cliquish, and disrespectful. She is making it seem like she was the outsider in this whole situation. The cast says that Phaedra never really opened up and was not being real with them. They feel like she treated the show like a part-time job and that Married to Medicine is about real marriages, real friendships, and real careers, not just showing up to get paid. So, who is telling the truth here? One thing is clear. Phaedra knows how to tell her side and make herself look like the victim. But at the same time, the cast has made some strong points. Will Phaedra share more details? Only time will tell. The big question now is Phaedra really done talking? With all the drama happening, fans are waiting for her to do an interview and finally share what really went on behind the scenes. Knowing Phaedra, she will wait for the right moment to drop another big reveal. So, what do you all think? Did Phaedra get bullied? Or was she just never meant to be on the show? Was she wrong for keeping some parts of her life off camera? And most importantly, do you think she will return to Bravo on another show? Let me know your thoughts. Here is a simplified and more engaging rewrite. While the cast and Phaedra have been exchanging shade on social media, what really happened behind the scenes is even messier than what we saw on TV. According to some sources, this drama had been building for months. Let's break down what really led to Phaedra quitting. Was it bullying, like she says, or was she just never meant to be on the show? Let's break it down even further. The producers were frustrated because Phaedra's storyline felt too shallow. When she joined Married to Medicine, people thought she would share more about her personal life, her relationship, and the struggles she faced as a doctor's girlfriend. Instead, she came across more like a pageant queen than someone showing the real side of her life for reality TV. A source close to the show shared that the network wanted her to open up more and share her true experiences, but she did not bring that to the table. They wanted Phaedra to share more about her love life, her family, and her career, but she treated the show like it was just another job, not something she cared about deeply. The producers wanted her to be real, but she kept everything too perfect. And let's be honest, Bravo loves drama. They want people to be open and messy. If you are not ready to show your true self, they will quickly let you go. So, even though Phaedra says she left on her own, the truth is the producers were already wondering if she was the right fit. The other women didn't feel her energy, and it was clear she wasn't connecting with the group. You might think the cast did nothing wrong, but that is not true. The ladies had plenty of reasons why they were not getting along with Phaedra. Dr. Simone felt that Phaedra was too focused on looking like a Hollywood star to fit in with the group. Dr. Jackie thought Phaedra did not show enough real depth. Quad and Heavenly did not like how Phaedra would throw shade but never really joined in on deep conversations. And it gets even worse. During one event with the cast, things got so tense between Phaedra and one of the ladies that the producers had to step in to calm things down. It was that serious. This is much more than just reality TV drama. Phaedra Parks, the former Real Housewives of Atlanta star, joined Married to Medicine to bring something new. And that is exactly what she did. From the moment she arrived, she came with her sharp words and southern charm, making it clear that she was here to stay. But behind the scenes, things were very different. People close to the show have been talking for a while, saying that Phaedra Parks struggled to connect with the rest of the cast on Married to Medicine. Some of the ladies, who have been on the show for years, felt that she just did not fit in with their dynamic. Married to Medicine has always been about real friendships, real medical careers, and the deep personal bonds that come with that. It's a show where the cast members are not only doctors but also people who are living their lives with these close relationships, and their jobs are a huge part of their identity. Phaedra, though, is a lawyer and businesswoman. She does not come from the medical world, which, right from the start, set her apart from the rest of the group. This difference, some say, created tension from the beginning. It made her stand out in a way that didn't always work in her favor, especially in a show where the focus is on the medical careers and personal struggles of women in the medical field. This disconnection led to some of the cast members questioning if Phaedra really belonged on the show. So the question remains, from the very beginning, did the cast push Phaedra out, or did she simply not fit in with their established bonds and expectations? here is where things get messy. Reports say that Phaedra felt completely left out by the group. It was not just that she did not fit in, it seems like they purposely tried to freeze her out. Some of the ladies were not happy that she joined the show, and it looks like they did not make an effort to welcome her. Insiders say that at times, Phaedra was left out of certain conversations, not invited to important group events, and even cut from some. As if you have been following this season, you might have noticed that Phaedra's screen time has been very uneven. Sometimes she is in the spotlight, and other times it feels like she is hardly there. And let us not forget the shade. While Dr. Heavenly called out Phaedra for being fake, and Phaedra did not like it at all. One person close to the situation shared that Phaedra walked into the group thinking she was the main star, but the other women had real friendships and were not going to let her come in and change the vibe. It makes sense, right? Phaedra was a fan favorite on RHOA, but Married to Medicine is a whole different show, and the cast was not here for her diva attitude. Now, here is where it gets more interesting. Some fans believe that Phaedra never really had a fair chance to succeed from the very start. Phaedra was different from the other ladies because she was not married to medicine. She was not a doctor, nor was she married to one. This made her stand out from the start. She joined a group of women who had been together for years, with strong friendships and history. Fans and the cast expected her to bring the same level of drama that she did on RHOA, but she just did not deliver what people were hoping for. So, the big question is, did they set her up to fail from the start, or did she just not bring enough to the show? Now, what is next for Phaedra? There are rumors saying she might have a new reality show. People are talking about her possibly having a show that focuses on her law career and other things she does. Phaedra has always found a way to stay in the spotlight, and she might just be preparing for her next big move. Whether she will come back as strong as she did on RHOA is something we will have to wait and see, but she knows how to keep people talking. Even though Phaedra is leaving Married to Medicine, she is definitely not done with reality TV. There are already rumors that Bravo might bring her back for another project. Some fans even believe she could return to the Real Housewives franchise in some way. Let's not forget that Phaedra is not just a reality star. She is a lawyer, a businesswoman, and a full-time hustler. So do not think for a second that she is going to disappear. But the big question is, will she ever tell the full truth about why she really left? We all know that Phaedra is really good at keeping people guessing. If she decides to share more about her exit, it will definitely be dramatic. She knows how to keep the drama going. Phaedra is really good at telling a story in a way that makes her look great. She knows exactly how to keep everyone guessing about what really happened. Now, we all have to wait and see. Will she do an interview where she tells everything? Will she talk about the cast? Or will she just move on quietly? One thing is certain, this drama is not over yet. I want to hear what you think. Do you believe Phaedra was pushed out, or did she leave because of the cast? Do you think she was treated unfairly, or did she just not fit in? And most importantly, do you think she should come back to Bravo in a bigger role? Let me know your thoughts.